I'm kind of, I'm fairly easygoing about that. I've heard that I am still doing my minimum 13 with the possibility of doing more. So I think the possibility of that is greater than the other years. I think I might be able to get a few more, but I would love to do it. It's just up to fate. Because in season 8 they are going towards the whole Superman mythos, then of course I in turn get to be more involved, and the Lois Lane character is becoming more that journalist that people recognize as being, part of her persona. I'm able in season 8 to do quite a few things that I've still enjoyed doing. I get to keep the whole physical side of her, and I get into some trouble and I kick guys and punch them and all that kind of fun stuff. But there's more stuff involved with Clark and Lois relationship, and he's working at the Daily Planet now, so they're going on undercover stories together and butting heads and the usual. Part of being an ensemble cast is I think it's a lovely animal because you're able to work with so many different people in different levels, and it shows different sides of your character. So they brought in a new character, Tess Mercer. She's the new CEO of Luthor Corp, and kind of representative of the Lex character. So we go head to head, and she, locks horns with this girl, as it were, and so you see that kind of really confrontative side of her. Oliver Queen is back in here and goes through being poisoned, and there's a life and death situation, and so you see her dealing with that side of things. And then she's got her best friend Chloe, and so you see her there, and then this whole very, very confusing and convoluted relationship which she has with Clark, which also shows other sides, so it's good. I think the thing that I was thinking about this because people ask me that question often, and I guess it also depends on where I'm at that point in my life. But I love that she doesn't see herself as a victim. She won't allow herself to too many moments of self-pity. And but the thing that I found over the last little bit that I can take from her is the fact that you don't have to be perfect. And I'm a perfectionist, and I just take from her she's okay being human and making mistakes and falling down and going, so what, deal with it, and so even for myself in my own life, I look at that and go, you know what, I can learn something from this chick. Well, when you're doing an action scene, there's so many different integral parts. Right now, for example, we're shooting a scene that's action plus it's got the special effects, and so you have to kind of do sometimes things out of order and that sort of thing, and you're working with stunt doubles, and often I try to do my own stuff unless it's really dangerous, and then they won't let me. But it's all about a team sport, I call it, and you really have to trust the person you're working with, and you just got to go for it. And well, there's just so many different ingredients. It's a fun thing to do, though. It really all depends on the powers that be, but they are moving along with the whole Superman mythology, like I'd mentioned, and so because they just have more face time, I think they're having to deal with some of their feelings for each other, and I know Lois is having to face some of that herself, and try to figure out how to dance around the issue, and not sure if she really likes how she feels about him because it makes her fairly vulnerable. But we're able to stay with the nice banter that Lois and Clark have as well, and as an actress I find it much more interesting to play that side of things, peppered with a little bit of romance versus just being moony-eyed. And I think is a little more realistic. The thing about Smallville and what I've been able to do as Lois, I mean, they all kind of, to be honest, they bleed together. But the thing that I really love about Lois is that she gets to do an episode that's very comedic, like the one we just did called Committed, which I very much enjoyed as far as this season goes, because it's all about comedic timing and then peppering it with some heartache. There was one that I enjoyed doing, Noir, and all the actors did, because of the whole getting all dressed up, and it was so glamorous, and as a girl you're getting this great filter, and it's all beautiful, and I was able to sing in that one, and I grew up singing, and so that was really fun, and they were very kind to let me do that part of it, and that was something different. You know what, depending on the day, there isn't something that comes easier to me. People might call me a little schizophrenic. It's not really, you know, it's not an actual medical term, but I like everything. So there's a different aspect of the physical side of things that I like, because I'm very in my body, and I get very emotional when I do something physical. So that's it's a helpful cheat for me. But I will take the comedy side of things as well, and I love a little drama sprinkled in. So there's not something I find easier. It's just all fun. Hey, this is Erica Durance. Thank you, BuddyTV, for coming to the set of Smallville. I hope you had a good time.